right, let's get started. Hi everyone, my name is Manu, and together with Ilse in the background, we'll be your ScanSource host today for this webinar. I want to give you a strong welcome to our Safely Exit the Lockdown webinar. So as you know, many business owners across Europe and actually around the world are asking themselves how to make sure that they can open the business in a manner that is safe for their customers as well as for their employees. So well, we had a few other webinars actually showing some hardware we're distributing here at ScanSource to support our partner community, such as Plexi panels to separate coworkers and customers, masks, and even UV light cleaners. Today, we want to focus a bit more on some software solutions from 42Giz and Honeywell that can help you bring that extra layer of support to your customers in those times of need. Before handing out to our experts, I just want to remind you that you can ask any question you want at any time during the webinar using our chat session. Don't be shy, we'll try to answer them at the end of the session during the Q&A. And if Livia goes to the first slide, also interesting to remind you people that today, one of you, lucky winner, will have the chance to earn an Apple AirPod 2 by simply answering a question at the end of the webinar. So good luck to all of you. And now I leave you in the very good hands of Livia from Honeywell.
Thanks, Manu. My name is Livia Ștefănoae. I work in the marketing department as a product manager for Honeywell. So challenging times, we all are living. Challenging times call for exciting solutions. And I'm here today to share with you some of these solutions that Honeywell has developed to help you and our shared customers to safely navigate through these challenges that everybody is facing and to safely exit the lockdown, as Manu has said. And to this point, I would like to introduce to you operational intelligence, a recent software development from Honeywell designed to enable our customers to optimize the asset management. So why have we developed this and how does it work? For sure, there's solutions out there, but there's also gaps. There is information that our customers would need, but they don't receive from existing solutions. So this is why we have developed operational intelligence as a cloud platform designed to support with maintaining, distributing, and tracking mobile assets and materials management. So how does it work? You would have basically an agent installed either on the mobile terminals, either on a host machine to which either scanners or printers would be connected, and through this agent, which is collecting information from the devices that would be then transmitted to the cloud. In the cloud, this information is being modeled, analyzed, and translated into insightful inputs and recommendation for our customers. This solution is designed to help our customers solve some of their big headaches, including how to safely exit this or navigate through this health crisis everybody is going through, but also solutions for recovering lost devices, eliminating bad batteries, solutions on how to optimize equipment utilization, and then if we step into the service management area, how to optimize the no-fault found and the RMAs processes overall. But most importantly, note this is a solution that would cover all lines of business. So it's not just mobile terminals, it's not just printers, it's not just scanners, it's all of the lines of businesses combined. So what features do we have under operational intelligence and what are the benefits? We have a lot of features, and into the upcoming minutes when I'm going to have a small live session, I'm going to show you more things. But talking specifically about the health crisis, when people will return to work, they will probably need to comply to a certain distance, and so keeping a social distancing between them. So with operational intelligence, we can ensure your operators within the sortation, picking, pre-sortation applications will be compliant to the social distances. How does this work? Is simple. Is the technology behind is beacons reading, and so when operators with Honeywell devices in their hand and with the solution installed, they will be notified. So there's going to be an alert when two operators will come closer than 1.5 or 2 meters required to be kept as a social distance. Also, when going back to your operations, maybe you will have a certain capacity of people, like in order to keep the social distance, you will know that a certain working area will only be able to have 50 people and not 75 or 100 people as you used to have. And so we have this tool design within the operation intelligence that allows you to set up a capacity for a certain area, for a certain location. And as the capacity, as workers or operators step in and the capacity fills in, you can have visibility whether this capacity is being extended, is being overpassed or not. And surely some customers would have equipment that would be shared between shifts and between operators. At the beginning of every shift, you will want to know that the equipment is hygiene compliant, that has been disinfected, and that the new operator that takes over the equipment is doing this in a health environment. And so with operational intelligence, an operator can receive an alert at the end of their shift to clean up the device, disinfect it, and mark this as completed within this tool. And so basically at the beginning of the shift, a new operator has the certainty that it takes over disinfectant ready equipment. Within an overview, how do we package this from a commercial perspective, the operational intelligence offering? So there's the basic package with core device metrics, with battery health insights, device usage, software availability. What you need to know, this basic package is free of charge. There's no maintenance fee behind it. Then for customers that need to step into the professional, into the pro arena, of course, you have additional package, additional features, and additional package, which is the professional package. And you can see here all of these health-related crises marked in blue. And then you would also have additional features for productivity, such as recovery of lost devices, all kinds of alerts, remote control of the device, device wiping, equipment wiping, and troubleshooting. So lots of cool things that would help with the productivity on the working area. But also we have a part designed to optimize service and life cycle management related activities, such as RMA processes, such as spare pool of parts, contracts, SLAs handling. So all these cool things would be under the service management part. And at this point, I'm going to share the platform itself. I would like to share with you how the platform, the operational intelligence, actually looks like. I'm now into a partition which is called demo organization. Note, every customer can have their own setup, their own structure, their own architecture, which can be split by geographies, warehouses, sub-functions within a warehouse. So this tenant here, it can be built up, customized for every end user needs. And so now you're going to see all cool stuff, as I said, devices utilization, an overview, how many devices are there, how many used and how many never used. Some people buy hardware and never gets used, so it helps balance this one as well. An overview of the batteries, an overview of the models, an overview of the utilization of the models, and an overview of the batteries that would need immediate action, batteries to be replaced now. And I would like to take a couple of minutes here. Why is this important? It is important because you have this information regarding the health of a battery with granularity at the serial number of the battery and with granularity of the serial number of the equipment in which the battery is. And this is important because people guesstimate when they do battery management. They sometimes replace batteries that don't need replacement, or sometimes they step into a peak season and then the batteries are not in good health. But here you know exactly. So if I can sort this one out, and you can see here that I have different levels of battery health. But most importantly here, you can have here visibility on the age of the battery and on the cycle count of the battery. And what you can see here is that different ages, so batteries of different ages will have a different level of health. Just because the batteries have been purchased at the same time, it doesn't mean they get deteriorated at the same pace and that they will need to be exchanged at the same time. So with this level of granularity here, you can actually step into the proactive batteries management. And then you just need to know that at the other hand, the operator with a Honeywell device in their hand, when this health level here is critical, the operator will also receive an alert that there's something wrong with the battery and that they would need to replace it. This is just a sneak preview, right? The people counter, the one that I've just mentioned to you about. So this is an example, a sample. A capacity set up at 25. I have here marked people that are in this warehouse, let's say, with the highlights that I have 8 people remaining capacity to be occupied. Software updates. I'm just picking here randomly. This level, it's a firmware upgrade recommended for the printers, RP2 and RP4. I'm pressing V here for an update. And then I have the granularity of the printers by serial number, by location, by site, where are they, these locations. And then I can select either to upgrade them all, either to selectively upgrade, or either not to upgrade any of these. You can also schedule a time for the upgrade to take place. It can take place now, or you can schedule it for a night time, let's say. And this is how you can perform bulk software firmware upgrades for printers, scanners, and mobile terminals. So at this point, I'm coming back to my presentation here. What I've showed you, it was just a preview, couple of features shortly described. What I'm strongly encourage you is to test it yourself. I always say self-experience beats every training, every demo. So we have free of charge pilots up to 60 days, up to 100 devices. These are the part numbers that would need to be ordered. We strongly encourage you to place an order, benefit of a pilot, and convince for yourself of the benefits of the Honeywell solution. That was all from my side. I'm passing it over to Stephen to introduce you other exciting solutions.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephen. I'm a Senior Account Manager at 42 Gears, and we're happy to be here today with ScanSource and Honeywell. So we'd like to talk about how COVID-19 has had an impact on businesses. So as many countries start to ease the COVID-19 lockdown restrictions, businesses are starting to slowly prepare to operate as usual. However, many businesses must prepare to combat the challenges awaiting them, adapt to the new working patterns. Many businesses are requiring to prioritise hygiene and safety within the workplace. Businesses are insisting that many employees wear masks, wash their hands repeatedly, in addition to following the strict social distancing rules. It's also worth noting that many governments have also recommended the use of a contact tracing application, which allows people to keep track of the spread of the virus, as well as notifying them of if they've come into contact or close proximity of someone who has tested positive. So that will bring me on to my next point of how 42 Gears can help businesses during these pressing times. But before we delve deeper into the subject, I'd like to talk about who we are and what we do exactly. So who are 42 Gears? For years, the IT-controlled desktop was the main productivity tool for customers. Today, the mobile workers no longer want to be tethered down to a locked PC or workstation, and they expect their IT support to be able to help support mobile devices and their applications so that they can stay productive within the field, so regardless of where they work. 42 Gears is the leading unified endpoint management provider. 42 Gears solutions help more people and organisations across the globe with over 10,000 customers in 115 different countries, and we help them manage their digital workspace effectively. 42 Gears are one of the market leaders in offering on-premise and SaaS-based mobility solutions. Our UEM solution, also known as Sure MDM, provides the fundamental visibility and IT controls needed to secure, manage and monitor endpoints. So these are mobile devices such as rugged devices, wearables, VR headsets, tablets, laptops, handhelds, and also things management. Things management are devices like smart printers and scanners. So our solution can also support both company-owned devices, but also employee-owned devices, so the BYOD devices. And these can be devices on Android, iOS, iPad OS, Mac OSs, Windows, including CE and mobile, Linux and wearable OS platforms. With Sure MDM, IT teams can monitor the digital infrastructure remotely and manage the entire life cycle of the devices used by the field force. So with regards to returning to work safely, how can Honeywell and 42 Gears help with this using some of 42 Gears' key features? It won't be wrong to say that not many businesses were fully prepared for the COVID-19 crisis, and no wonder there was a sudden lockdown and it took many businesses by surprise, leaving them with little time to prepare. 42 Gears stepped up to provide some relief with respect to business communities. Our solutions, Sure MDM, Sure Lock, and Sure Video, are designed to help IT teams automate device management and provide visibility into devices, status, and location to reduce the downtime, while ensuring the compliance and ensuring data security. This helps businesses do better by reducing costs, saving time, improving customer service, and boosting the worker productivity. So moving on, we would like to discuss how our products easily integrate with Honeywell devices and how they can help businesses return to work safely after the lockdown. Some of the key features we'll be looking at today would be our MDM, our kiosk lockdown, and Sure Video. And I would like to introduce Senior Product Manager, Saurav Kumar.
Thank you, Stephen. And hello, everyone. Whitelist essential apps. As businesses slowly reopen to begin normal business operations, they must quickly adapt to post-pandemic world. Employers must take initiatives to ensure the safety of the frontline workers. One such initiative is whitelisting the regional corona contact tracing app. During this time, IT admin can use a SureLock feature to whitelist contact tracing app along with other business applications. This will ensure that employees have mandatory access to the safety apps, which will in turn help contain infection to some extent. IT admin can even set wallpapers on frontline worker devices to spread awareness on COVID-19. Wallpapers advising the employees to wear masks, use hand sanitizers, wear gloves, avoid crowded places, etc. can be very effective. Also, we can set an alarm every 2 or 3 hours for employees to sanitize their hands. Let me demo this feature to you. We'll just see over here that I have set a wallpaper inside SureLock with all the necessary applications onto the devices. So once you enable all these applications from SureMDM and push it on the devices, automatically it will be visible to the end users with all those applications that you have provided for them and the wallpaper that you have set for them. We'll move on to the next feature. Safely distribute critical business data to your workforce. Frontline workers depend upon mobile technology to access business apps and data anytime. Without mobile technology to enable them, they will inevitably be slowed down or be comparatively less productive, which would in turn affect business results. SureMDM allows IT admins to securely provide access to the apps and data required for businesses. With SureMDM, admin can create an enterprise file store or app store to remotely distribute all those necessary applications and files onto the devices. Let me just demonstrate this feature to you. So on SureMDM, we do have App Store and File Store in which a necessary application and files can be uploaded and then pushed onto the device, which in turn will make an application store onto the device over here. As you can see, SureMDM App Store and SureMDM File Store has been created. So all those necessary documents and all those necessary applications can be distributed among employees' devices in just one go. Moving on to the next slide, we have pushed the regional corona contact tracing app. SureMDM allows IT admins to easily install applications without user intervention. This feature can help push essential apps such as regional corona contact tracing app on the employee devices and keep them up to date. IT admins can configure the devices to activate beeping whenever device comes too close to other devices than the recommended distance. But if workers do not have the right apps or the newer version of app, they may increase the chance of spreading the disease. Let me show you how this feature works. So you do have feature of installing applications from SureMDM or upgrading application from SureMDM, which I can use from directly from SureMDM console, and I can simply go to install application, upload the particular APK, or even if I want to use the Play Store application, I can simply do it through profiles where I can whitelist the Play Store application directly onto the device side. And once it has been done, automatically user will have that application silently installed inside their device, which in turn will be whitelisted in the kiosk home screen as well. Even with the help of Sure MDM, you can set Bluetooth always on inside Sure Lock, that is kiosk lockdown application. And whenever the devices comes too close, that is employees comes too close, the device will start beeping due to contact tracing application. Moving on to the next slide, that is your push targeted message to your fleet. It is essential to establish clear communication between the stakeholders within the business ecosystem. IT teams can keep the remote fleet informed about the latest updates and all kind of emergencies. The apps and the notification feature or the emergency broadcasting feature in Sure MDM helps the IT admins to push targeted messages on employees' mobile devices. Let me demo this feature on Sure MDM console. So we do have a job called messaging onto the devices, and we can have a force message on the device. We can simply put down a subject and the message, whatever we want to push on the device side, and force these message on the device home screen. So it will act like a flash message, and a user will have to read it because it will be displayed on their home screen, even if the device is turned off or in the lock format. Whenever they turn on the screen, the message will be visible at their end. Even if you want to enable an alarm whenever this message has been pushed onto the device side, you can enable the buzz and give the buzz timing so that whenever the message reaches the device home screen, automatically a buzzing will happen. Not only this, you can schedule this job of sending message to the specific device or a group of devices or all the devices by just scheduling this on Sure MDM. So it will be automatically done on the device side, and the admins won't have to push it manually. Every 2 hours, 3 hours, you can schedule this message so that it gets delivered on the device home screen. Moving on to the next feature, ensure the security of frontline workers. It could be immensely helpful if businesses could identify potential COVID-19 hotspots and plan their operation accordingly. Sure MDM provides geofencing features which can be used to draw virtual fences or boundaries around buildings and configure policies on enrolled devices as the workers cross the fences. This feature can help IT admins guide a team of frontline workers working remotely. By restricting their movement into high-risk locations, businesses can protect these employees to come in contact with the infection. Let me show this feature on Sure MDM console. We do have a geofencing job onto Sure MDM console where we can draw fences on the Google map. Even if you want to import the fences with the help of a CSV format file, it can be simply done using import feature over here. Once I go to my location or on the Google map, I can draw a fence on this map, and the devices whenever enters into this fencing area, automatically a message on the device can be set, or any job or alarm on the device can be triggered. Not only this, whichever device goes into the hotspot areas that you have drawn over here, so that means multiple fences can be drawn onto a geofence map, and whenever your devices goes into that hotspot, automatically you will receive a message on the device side. How much ever devices are present inside a particular region, you will be notified that these many devices are present in the hotspot 1 area, or these many devices are present in hotspot 2 area. Not only this, we do have time fencing as well. In case if the same device is being used by multiple users, you can schedule a time fencing onto the devices, saying that whenever the shift changes, whenever devices are handed over from one employee to another employee, automatically a message on the device can be popped up, saying with an alarm as well, with adding an alarm onto the device, saying that wash your hands or sanitize your devices. And these can be easily done with the help of geofencing and time fencing. Moving on to the next feature, that is provide 24/7 remote assistance to your workforce. When frontline workers are out there in the field, they need to handle every aspect of field operations or businesses. Uh, uh, think about the retail workers. It can be overwhelming to have a malfunctioning device in front of the customer, or when an employee is assembling necessary goods in the warehouse for delivery. The remote troubleshooting features ensure MDM can be IT admin's best friend to access the device screen remotely and offer remote assistance. So not only this, you will have capability of touch events on the devices with the storage visible on the same home screen. So once, if you want to have touch event on the device side, if you want to touch anywhere on the device with the storage visible onto your home screen so that you can upload, download, or delete anything from the device storage, it can be done using Sure MDM console. So whenever a device is malfunctioning or device has been broken down, you can simply you can provide remote technical assistance using Sure MDM remote support. Moving on to the next feature, that is reporting. Uh, that is detect non-compliant devices. In case as employees begin to follow new working guidelines with track and trace applications, business must ensure that these devices comply with all kind of directive mandated by regional authorities. With the compliance policy feature in Sure MDM, IT admins can configure necessary compliance policy on the devices and detect any non-compliant activities such as rooted device, etc. So we do have compliance policy on Sure MDM console, and these compliance policy or these compliance jobs can be provided for the devices. In case if your device has been rooted, you can easily schedule any out of compliance job onto the device side. Even out of connectivity devices, if your devices are offline for more than a given period of time, you can simply provide out of compliance access onto the devices. Reporting. Sure MDM has a reporting feature which can help field managers to generate custom or on-demand reports in order to manage employee attendance. Given the strict laws, we know businesses have to work with reduced staffs at about 30%. With the custom reporting feature, managers can actually check the number of devices that are online in field at any given period of time or on any given day to mark their attendance without making any physical contact. Let me show this feature to you now. On Sure MDM console, we do have reporting feature, which in turn is either on demand or custom reporting. So you can have device activity, getting the device details like whenever the device is coming online or whenever device is going offline. This will be attendance management for the devices. Even if you want to track down the assets, that means the detail of the devices, you can track down from Sure MDM console. And in case if you are not satisfied with all the on-demand reports that we have provided over here, you can create your own report by going into custom reporting area, and then you can select the tables that you want to deploy on the device side. Once you select all those features, you can simply create your own on-demand reports or schedule those reports onto your email address. Educate employees about safety at the workplace. With this, we have reached the last feature of Sure MDM, a digital signage solution for this demonstration. During this stressful times, employers are obligated to take all reasonable steps to provide a safe workplace for their workforce. They can leverage the digital signage solution from 42 Gears, that is called Show Video, to educate employees about the standard procedures of safety that should be practiced at workplace. IT admins can play awareness videos on various devices in the warehouse or manufacturing unit. Show video can help transform any device into an effective digital signage solution, be it a simple tablet, monitor, or smartphone. This eliminates the need to spend any extra bucks for setting up a signage solution. IT admins can set idle timeout features in SureLock to launch show video and play videos in a loop when the employees are taking a break or not using the devices. Remind them about the safety precautions that must be practiced at the workplace, such as sanitizing hands and wearing masks. Let me show you how this feature works. So I have configured a job called SureLock job onto the device, in which I have already added all those features like idle timeout for show video and etc. I'll push this job onto the device, and once this job has been pushed on the device side, automatically whenever your device is going into an idle timeout, Sure video will be launched on the device side with all those necessary videos that you have uploaded for the device to be played whenever your device is in idle mode. So you can play any educational video, you can play any particular messaging video like wash your hands whenever the device is in idle timeout. So this is how the video will be played whenever your device is going into idle timeout. And whenever the employees come again back again on to their device, so they can simply touch the device home screen, and automatically SureLock home screen will load up so that they can work with their business application or work application. So with this, we have come to end of my demonstration. If you would like me to dive deeper into specific features, please add a comment in the question section and I would be happy to show you.
Hi everyone, this is back to Manu here. I hope you enjoyed the content of this webinar and the different solutions that can be applied into your own partners really fast. So it's now time to earn an iPod for one of you lucky winner. And we'll now actually demonstrate, we'll ask the question. So the winner will be the person that actually send the right answer at the fastest to the mailbox that you see right now on the screen, honeywell.promotions@scansource.eu. I'm changing to the next slide. Up. Here you can read the two questions and then you will go for the next Q&A session. So do not hesitate to write your questions to the chat box. The Honeywell question is, which are two functions of operational intelligence that can help a customer complying social distancing? And the question of 42 gears, can we install or update the contract tracing app on 42 gears? Just send your answers and one of you will receive an email from us saying you're the lucky winner. If you have any questions in the meantime, just let us know. If you have questions about asking that you want to ask us later, or if you are wondering how to test or how to get demo devices, etc., do not hesitate to contact us at the mailbox that you see on the screen. I'm personally managing that mailbox, so I'll be answering to you directly. If not, you can always contact your account manager at ScanSource and he will redirect your questions as well. So in the meantime, I received a question for 42 gears. They are asking for the geofencing. Is there a limit in terms of number of sites that you can geofence?
No, there's no limit. Automatically, how muchever locations you want to geofence, you can do that. There's an import feature as well, so that you can provide all those latitude, longitudes, and address of a particular geofence and import it as a CSV file onto Sure MDM console, and automatically geofence will be created. So there is no limit.
Okay, thank you for that. I have another question for Honeywell this time. Somebody is asking if when trying the new operational intelligence, can they benefit from a demo environment for getting acquaintance or getting used to use the software?
Yes, they can, and we'll be happy to support that.
That was a very simple answer.
Yes, so they just need to contact me, and the process is they just need to order the pilot, and the pilot, this is what the pilot is. It's creating a demo account for them where they would have devices onboarded, and they can play with the information, the dashboards, all the functions that I've just showed.
Okay, thank you for that. I am receiving, I believe, a last question. No. Okay, so if anybody had a question, please let us know. Otherwise, we will stop right now. Thank you for attending the webinar with us. If we have more questions, do not hesitate to send them to the mailbox, and we will be replying later on as well, so do not worry for that. Thank you all for attending, and have a lovely end of week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.